Shut up and sit down.
Looks a bit like a gothic lesbian.
Yes. No, for real though. Yes.
Welcome back to another episode of the Bias Effect podcast. Goodbye 2025! Guess what? It's me, QJ.
It's me, Nikki, in the year 2026. We made it, guys. We did it.
Wishing everybody a happy, healthy New Year's Eve, okay?
We're so excited. We're so ready. Let's get into the new year.
And we're gonna get into the new year with a game.
Exactly. What is the best way to do it? Let's have some fun, okay? So this was all your creation.
Yeah. So, originally we've been kind of trading back and forth with trivia, and I was like, maybe I could make up a different game. So we'll see how this goes, but basically we're gonna do a tournament-style music video game where we've pulled the top 2 most watched videos from a couple of our top groups, and then randomized them head-to-head. And we'll go through, pick which ones our favorite are to crown the best music video of the top music videos of our top bands.
It's gonna be a scrap.
I think, yeah, like we've been really trying not to like spoil anything, but I do think I'm gonna have to explain myself a little bit throughout this process, I think.
Well, let's just say, why don't you list at least the bands that we have?
Yeah, so we're gonna go through, we got BTS, Stray Kids, Ateez, Oneus, SHINee, EXO, 17, and TXT. So we have 8 groups, their top 2 songs each, so 16 total. And some of these, like, I've never seen before. Like, some of these music videos, never.
Never seen, and we were awoken, let's say.
Yeah. I was like quite surprised by some of these.
I was very awoken.
I was very surprised. But no spoilers.
No spoilers, yeah.
No spoilers.
Okay.
So basically what I was thinking, so round 1 is all 16 videos. So we'll go through round 1 like preliminary style. I did pull out like basically what the concept of the video is and like some general facts about it. But we'll save like our deep dive stuff for when we're paring down. I think that would be best. Okay. Unless you have anything extremely crazy to say about something that you've cut, kind of thing.
Right, okay.
You know what I mean? So no, we're not spending like 16 rounds right away in depth.
No, for sure. So like I'm supposed to reveal like which ones I cut. Like we did the brackets both ourselves, right?
Yeah. So I'm thinking like we'll go through the pairs together, and then when we start pairing down, maybe like if you want to reveal your next ones until we get to top 2, and then I'll reveal mine until I get to top 2, and then we'll do. You know what I mean? It's fine. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'll follow it.
Okay, so we'll start. The first round was dun dun DNA by BTS versus God's Menu by Stray Kids. And again, in my defense, this was random. I did not choose to pit any of these videos against each other.
Yeah, there were some brackets where
it was so
like,
hard.
This is impossible. And some that were like, oh, well, obviously, you know, so
I'll tell you the concept for these videos, just to lay the groundwork. The concept of DNA is about fated connection, accepting destiny, using science and cosmic themes to depict eternal love. Visually, it blends scientific imagery like organic chemistry diagrams and the double helix with vibrant, energetic scenes symbolizing that the members are connected from birth and will be together eternally, no matter the path. The video emphasizes their vow to accept their fate and continue their journey together, no matter the obstacles. It doesn't have any major records, but it was one of the first videos to surpass Gangnam Style on YouTube in terms of comments on the video. One of the first videos to hit 700 million views, and the shortest amount of time to reach 600 million views. And at one point, it was the most watched K-pop video. It is technically their 3rd highest watched video. Their second one was the Boy with Love with Halsey, but I cut collabs out, so Technically, it's the third highest, but 1.6 billion views, and it was released September 18th, 2017. Okay, that's DNA. And then versus God's Menu by Stray Kids. The concept of God's Menu is a metaphor of stray kids as chefs creating their unique and flavorful music, presented in a chaotic but cohesive mad scientist laboratory/kitchen. This concept is visually combined with other seemingly random elements like racing cars, a marching band, and construction sites, which represent different aspects of their music and creativity. The overall message is about the band's unique, boundary-pushing musical identity and their refusal to conform to industry norms. Again, no major records for it, but it was there for a song to break 500 million views, and it seems like the first fourth-gen group to break 100 million views. And it was their highest watched video, 537 million views, and released June 17, 2020. No. So what do you think about that?
Think about that. So I'll start by breaking down so I went a very analytical, I tried anyway, a very analytical breakdown of each one. So I have 4 categories for each song. So, and they're all out of 10. So I basically gave each one a number system. So I went out of 10 for song, if like how good the song was for me, to out of 10 for the concept of the music video, out of 10 for the dance, and out of 10 for the visuals. I know, there's a lot of them wrong. Okay.
I mean, yeah, 10 out of 10.
Yeah, usually. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate for the way I did it for the earlier ones, because I felt like I was more like, oh, and then as soon as I started watching, I was like, starting to get more excited. It just looked like loosey-goosey, so I was like, ooh. But, so if we want to do it, okay, my brief notes were usually just mostly about, like, the visuals. Like, for DNA, I wrote Fluffy V, so I think he's got, like, really fluffy, curly hair. And then I think Jimin as well, I feel like, has got, like, crimpy hair. Mint Sugar. Okay. And then I just wrote trippy psychedelic, so yeah, which kind of lines up with what you were describing. Mm-hmm. So for me, DNA, 8 out of 10 dance, 7 out of 10 visuals, 6 out of 10 concept, 7 out of 10 song. Not my favorite BTS song. So 28 out of 40. Okay? God's Menu, I also kind of just wrote Prime Han. Han looks amazing in that video.
Yeah. Felix
is insane in that video. Okay? Bangchan is insane in that video. Sungmin is insane. Sungmin's got purple hair. Hyunjin always will look crazy. So, and Felix had this like cool freaking like undercut with like sparkles on his hair. Okay. Also, that Felix part when he's saying like the 5-star Michelin was the first clip I heard Felix's voice from. So kind of got that. That's the Felix effect. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, my breakdown: 10 out of 10 song, 9 out of 10 visuals, 7 out of 10 concept, 10 out of 10 dance, 36 out of 40. It's God's Menu for me. Okay, easy.
For my first round, I was going off pure vibes. Okay. Like sometimes the concept played a little bit of a role, and to me, the concept of God's Menu really falls apart. Especially with having done our lore episode, because of the whole like forced concept stuff. So like. Yeah. It kind of came down to that a little bit, but I did go DNA because I felt like I liked the overall vibe more. Because I feel like with God's Menu, it's very like it is random. They're in the kitchen, they're in the construction site, they're in the racetrack. Well, why are they at the racetrack? What does that have to do with anything? But the concept of DNA was very linear. Like it was all just basically just a dance video. You know? And I was like, yeah, great,
but I
perfect.
didn't get any of it. I was like, why are we in Psych Tech?
I mean, you don't have to get the concept. I would say it seemed more cohesive, like the color scheme, the concept, the dancing, it was more like connected, whereas I found God's Menu was a little more like random. So I was like, I'm on pure vibes from my heart, I chose DNA. And that was the first one, and right away I was like, how am I cutting Stray Kids like right away? This is crazy. So that's where we're at. That's how this is gonna go.
Well, see, this is where I was when we were kind of briefly talking to each other. You either were going to have crazy choices I wasn't expecting, or it was just gonna be your classic boring ass decisions.
I will agree that
BTS.
DNA is not my favorite song by them, and Stray Kids definitely is one of my favorite songs. But I was just like I just went like into vibe headspace, and I was like, DNA.
DNA. Yeah, I think I originally had it lower, but then I thought about how iconic that dance really is to them. Like you always know DNA. You do this, and anyone will know that's an army. Yeah, it's all okay. And the God's Menu. This is iconic. This is an absolutely iconic moment for Stray Kids. This whole thing.
Yeah, I mean the visuals. It was tough to compare the visuals as well, but
girl, they all look so good.
I know, because everyone looks so good.
But yeah, I also had my concept score was quite low, but it's because the songs are banger and the dance is also iconic for God's Man. You know, you got the whole, and you got the, and then the gun thing, and then Carol, come on.
I mean, I think fluffy haired Jimin I might have blacked out after that.
Well, I mean, fair. That's fair. That is extremely fair and understood.
So, well, we're already off to a tough start.
Well, yeah, we're not going in the right direction here. Okay, yeah. This one next bracket, I'll be very curious.
So the next round was Don't Wanna Cry, 17, which is their highest viewed video at 295 million views.
Very fascinating.
I know. Released May 22nd, 2017. And I, like, from watching this, I kind of, like, discovered the song, and it's, like, one of my favorite songs now. So I was like, cool.
Oh.
What the hell? Like, great. So the concept of Don't Wanna Cry is about expressing the pain of a breakup while trying to hold back tears, physically manifesting the struggle through choreography in desolate settings. The visual narrative uses stark, muted landscapes to emphasize loneliness, with the group's synchronized and isolated movements representing emotional desolation and the difficulty of moving on after a relationship ends. It was their first video to hit 200 million, and it was one of their first to be nominated for some awards, but no general crazy records for that one. So that versus Crown by Tomorrow by Together, which is their second highest watched, 171 million views, released March 4th, 2019. I just want to check the date. Yeah, this is their debut music video also.
It's also their debut song, yeah.
Yeah. So the concept of Crown is a coming-of-age story about embracing self-acceptance during the confusing transition from childhood to adolescence. The video uses the metaphor of a horn growing from a boy's head to symbolize growing pains and the feeling of being a quote-unquote monster. The crown is the idea of the boy learning to accept his unique features, symbolized by the horn, and finding self-love. Bright synth pop style visually contrasts the lyric theme of angst, creating a vibrant and youthful narrative. Fastest debut music video for a boy group to reach 100 million views on YouTube. 14.4 million views in its first 24 hours on YouTube, and it won won awards for music video for like literally the month it came out. It won, so it popped off.
Interesting. Which is okay. Yeah, very odd to me.
This song put a chokehold on me. I'm not kidding.
Really?
I thought this video was so cute. Like
Crown?
Yeah, I couldn't get over it. That's all I'll say. I just every time I watched it I was like, this is the cutest thing I've ever seen. They look so cute in it.
Well, that's why it's so low for me, because it is very debut coded, and it's very high school coded. So I was like, I'm not into this at all, because it felt very high school. And although I will say I enjoyed the concept of it, the concept was high for me. It had a cool color, and it had the animation style over top of it or something. Yeah. But yeah, it was just way too debut coded for me, and way too like high school coded for me. But also 17 didn't really impress me that much either.
Yeah.
I like the song though. I really like the song. I had it. It was already in my favorites before this. But then when you were describing the concept, kind of like the when you describe the, because I recognized the desert. I thought it was cool because the dance routine in the desert was like they were like kicking up the dust. Or
Yeah,
the dirt.
they're like falling to their knees and stuff.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay. And I did write BF coded for "Don't Want to Cry." I'm like, oh yeah, it's literally them. They're like wearing like sweaters and like jeans. I'm like, okay. So my breakdowns, and one last thing about 17. I love an X dance formation, and they did that at one point. They had like an X cross formation. They know how to do group stuff, which of course we know that. Okay, so I did for 17. 7 out of 10 song, 7 out of 10 visuals. Again, I tend to like a more, like a hard edge style. This was very BF coded. I'm like, okay. 6 out of 10 concept, only because I didn't know all that backstory, but I'm like, oh, with the contrast, it kind of would be higher up, but at the time, because it was just a lot of, like, shots of them, like, sad on a bed, or, like, sad. I'm like, okay, whatever. 8 out of 10 dance, though. I did like the dance. I like the desert section. I like, the X formation. So, 28 out of 40. Okay? TXT? 7 out of 10 song. Not my favorite TXT song. 6 out of 10 visuals, because they look like children. 8 out of 10 concept. The concept was cool. And 6 out of 10 dance, because it again, very debut coded, very A to B dance to me. Okay? And, the only other funny thing about Crown is it always reminds me of that clip of when they debuted and the sound messed up and Subin's like singing the part and he loses all his backing vocals and he's like panicking. Anyway. So that was 27 out of 40. So 17 won.
Pretty close though.
No, they were close.
I mean, I liked the dancing from the 17 video because like the in sync of their dancing is always crazy, but it was just like a little, like, if I compare the vibe, 17 was sad and TXT was like very cutesy happy, so I went TXT. I also like the little like horn dance that they do. I thought Subin was so cute with his little hat.
See, this is so funny because I don't remember the horn at all. I have no visual memory of this horn.
It was part of the animation, like the animation stuff was like all the horn kind of things.
Oh, okay. Right. Okay. Because when you were describing the horn, I'm like, I did not get that vibe at all, but okay, it was the animation part of it, so.
We're like, I mean, this will be interesting to see what's at the end, because we both are like, we're complete off opposite. Right now.
Absolute complete opposites.
I have a guess of top song that I've caught in my head. So let's see if I'm
okay.
I'm gonna
I
see
have no
if I'm
idea.
right.
I don't know with you, girl.
Okay, so round 3 was Dynamite by BTS. This is obviously their first highest watched video, 2 billion views. Released, I know. Like, what are we talking about?
I know.
Released August 21st, 2020. The concept of Dynamite is joyful, energetic, and retro-themed disco pop song intended to bring a surge of energy and happiness to a global audience during the pandemic. The music video and teaser photos feature bright, vibrant colors, comfortable, stylish, retro fashion, and an overall optimistic mood that aligns with the song's message of joy and confidence. Okay, so it's like specifically a pandemic pick-me-up. All right. It debuted at number 1 on the top Billboard, making that, they have all these records. Top first Korean act, most digital singles, highest numbers,
Dynamite's
most
insane.
YouTube video, most watched video in 24 hours with 101 million views in first 24 hours.
Jesus.
And it's won 32 music video awards to date. The most in history for a single song. So that versus Wonderland by Ateez, which is their second highest most viewed, 143 million, and that came out October 8th, 2019. The concept of Wonderland features an anarchist doppelgangers in a dystopian universe. The video is a continuation of Ateez's storyline, where the members of Ateez are main protagonists who must overcome a dystopian world ruled by doppelgangers, which are later revealed to be the masked figures known as Ateez. The video contrasts this dystopian world with the protagonist's own world, Wonderland, where they can appear without the masks. No big records, but it was their first video to hit 100 million.
A tough bracket.
Really? Mine? This was easy for me.
Not easy at all. I mean, sorry. Easy for me, but not in the way you think it's easy for you. You know how I feel about Dynamite. I don't like Dynamite as well. Let's put it this way. When I went through this, I was surprised how high it did go for me. Dynamite, like in numbers. Rewatching it again, be like, okay, but my main note here is milk. Really, I guess at the beginning.
He loves milk.
I was like,
he's a growing boy.
Why are you drinking milk, brother? But then I have Mint, RM, and Space Jam. This is the Sugar Space Jam.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was surprised on re-listening. 8 out of 10 song. It grew on me a bit. 8 out of 10 concept, because that is a cute concept. 7. The dance didn't necessarily super strike with me. 7 out of 10 dance, but there are very peak moments of that dance. Like RM like shines in that dance, so it's. And 10 out of 10 visuals though. Let's be real.
All right.
Insane. So it's 33 out of 40. Okay. The highest one so far, I think. Well, God's Menu, I think, was 36. So, Wonderland. We got suits, we got chains, we got flowers, we got curly-haired San, we got blue-haired HJ, we got blonde, we got red-haired Mingy. 9 out of 10 song, 10 out of 10 visuals, 7 out of 10 concept. The concept again, not my favorite concept. 10 out of 10 dance. It's 36 out of 40. It wins.
I also chose Wonderland.
Oh, okay.
But it was easy to me because I like Dynamite, and I like the visuals of Dynamite. 10 out of 10 for sure.
Yeah, I know, right?
We will always say that. V in his green suit, RM.
Girl, I know.
Toon Squad.
RM. They all look so cute in that. It was the first video that we kind of watched where I was smiling the whole time because I'm like, it's so pretty. It is really
yeah,
cute.
I really like I think it's about halfway through when they're doing pair dancing,
yes.
RM and Sugar are dancing together, and I thought that part was so cute. But I mean, come on, the literal raw visuals of Wonderland, I was like, nah.
Okay, I'm glad we are aligned on that because I wasn't sure. Because Dynamite is huge, and I know you do have mad respect for Dynamite, so.
Yeah, but I can't deny.
Girl,
Wonderland was crazy. He's chained to this thing. Red-haired Mingy, and especially when Mingy is doing he's center when he's dancing at one point. That part I'm like,
yeah,
come on, what are we
I know
about?
he walks up. Yeah, it's in the break point where he walks up, he does the Frankenstein style. Girl, okay, this music video too. This was very early on in our journey. I think this was the first Ateez music video I watched, and I literally mouth gaped, being like, "Oh, I get it. I'm in." This is what got me in Ateez. The dance is so good. Yeah, 10 out of 10 dance. They got that crazy footwork thing and the end song was in center, and anyway.
Yeah, the military type outfits that they're wearing is so crazy.
Yes,
so.
They all look insane, and I love that each one's kind of styled slightly differently from each other. Of course, we got Mingy in his trench coat, always in the trench coat.
Always. But I also really like San in this too. This to me is the best San in my personal opinion. I he's got longer hair.
What we got, curly, long-haired San looks great.
Yeah.
Blonde blonde Woo Young.
Yeah.
And it goes demon mode in this too. He looks insane.
Yeah, it was really the visuals were just insane for this, so I was like, no question.
And I love the dance choreography in this too. They do that cool part where each member falls out in a diagonal.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Alright, so we agree. Wonderland.
Okay, perfect.
Wonderland moves on. Okay, next round was Blue Hour by Tomorrow Together, which is their highest watched video, 207 million, October 26, 2020. Yeah, October 26, 2020. Blue Hour concept for TXT is about the bittersweet transition from a childhood to adulthood, set during a magical time of twilight. The music video uses symbolism like a Ferris wheel to represent the passage of time and a carousel to symbolize cherished childhood memories. The overall theme is confusion and bittersweet nostalgia of growing up, capturing a moment of lingering youth before facing the chaos of the future. First of their videos hit 200 million, no other records for them. So, Blue Hour by Toronto Together versus Ring Ding Dong by SHINee.
Iconic. Okay.
I know. This is their highest watched video, 108 million views, October 16, 2009. Like 10 years before TXT. The concept of Ring Ding Dong is centered on the intoxicating, cartoonish feeling of falling in love, which the Ring Ding Dong phrase represents. The visuals, I pulled all these concepts from online, so I don't know what. The visuals and choreography are often described as vibrant and energetic, with the lyrics capturing the overwhelming, unconscious process of becoming infatuated with someone. The music video also features members in stylized futuristic settings. It was their first video to reach 100 million. It was a commercial success, I guess, topping charts and having a significant number of US downloads. As of 2017, they've had 38,000 downloads for this song.
Oh, okay.
But nothing particularly record-breaking there. This was another easy one for me.
Is it? I hope so. I hope so. I hope we're matching here. So, for Blue Hour, I don't know what, it's so interesting to me. It's very shocking to me that the two TXT ones you pulled are their highest viewed, because both these songs are not my favorite songs of theirs in the slightest. I don't really like them, frankly.
I will say, from watching the music videos, I was like, oh, these are pretty good songs. So, like, I added them to my list retroactively, but, like, I hadn't heard them before or seen this or anything.
Yeah, and my note here for this was, like, it feels lore-coded. I feel like when we go back and look at their lore, I feel like this one will come up, because there's, like, a lot of just, like, symbolism, but stuff like that, I was like, I don't...
Yeah.
Like, if you're just blind going, I'm like, I don't know what I'm watching. So, but I thought it looked really pretty. And I think Youngjun has long pink hair in this.
Yeah, I think there was a part where he had, like extensions or something. Yeah.
And then I wrote cowboy ? Was someone wearing a cowboy hat? Okay, perfect.
I thought they were wearing, like, it's like the shirt kind of pants. Yeah.
And then I wrote croppy sweater. I'm assuming Youngjun had a crop sweater on.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay. All right, so overall, 6 out of 10 songs, 7 out of 10 visuals, 8 out of 10 concepts, 6 out of 10 dance. I wasn't impressed. It's fine. 27 out of 40. Ring Ding Dong, SHINee, okay? Absolutely iconic. It doesn't age well, but it's iconic nonetheless. The end of the video ends with, like, they all have, like, angel wings or whatever. I'm like,
yeah.
This is so corny. But it's a 9 out of 10 song. It's an 8 out of 10 dance. The visuals, because of the aging, is like 6 out of 10. But I'm sure at the time it was insane looking. But because is Ring Ding Dong where, like, Key's, like, completely shaved, or is that Lucifer? I can't remember. I get them two mixed up, but there's one where Key has, like, almost like a completely shaved side head, and it's
I can't remember
blonde.
Which one.
And then
I want to say that's Lucifer, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, and I think
either way,
this is the one where Mino has, like, 80s rocker hair. Yeah. He
gorgeous,
looks great.
Luscious
Gorgeous hair, but it just doesn't age well. So just 6 out of 10 visuals only because of the aging, but. And the concept is kind of weird. It's like 6 out of 10, but 8. So overall, 29 out of 40. It's this one. It's SHINee. Okay.
I didn't really like the concept of Blue Hour. I didn't like the crop top that Youngjun was wearing. Like, every time it showed him in that, I was like, gross, get it out of here. Like, really, I did not like that at all. It was cutesy as well, but it didn't hit me quite as, like, well as Crown did. I did like Youngjun's extensions. I thought that was a fun little thing.
Yeah.
And Subin had blue hair also in it, which is
Oh,
fun.
okay.
But Ring Ding Dong is classic.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely obsessed.
Yeah. Perfect.
But for me, I know the visuals are old and, like, not hot anymore, but I love it. I love Mino's, like, hair. I love Jonghyun's hair. He has, like, under highlights, and, like, he has, like, Karen hair almost, but, like, he just looks so crazy that I was like, I love it. And the fact that, like, he said he doesn't like the song just makes it so much funnier to me that I'm like, this song's so good.
It's so good. Yeah, so, like, yeah.
And I'll say concept-wise, so, like, nothing really happens in the music. And, like,
exactly.
I had even the benefit of, like, knowing this concept ahead of time, and I was like, I'm not getting that at all whatsoever. But, like, sure, I'll take it. But
it's tougher with the older videos because, you know, it's a different time, right? That you needed to show the dance, right, in the video.
Yeah, it was definitely more of, like, a performance video as opposed to, like, a music video.
So that's why that's the only reason I gave it a low concept, just because it was just a dance video, which is fine. Yeah. So, but I agree. Again, I was going very by numbers here. I was trying to be analytical, but it did work out. They did a better score, but it's like, I can't not. Your next bracket is impossible, okay?
Okay. So, yeah.
So we both chose SHINee. Yeah,
we both chose SHINee. So for that whole bracket, we're on the same page. So, we have Monster by EXO, which is their second highest viewed video, 467 million views, June 8th, 2016. The concept of Monster is a darker, more aggressive take on their established storyline where members embrace their inner animalistic monsters to pursue a woman.
Oh my god.
This contrasts with the brighter Lucky One concept and shows the darker side of their powers. So, like, there's lore to this video.
Yeah.
Portrays them as menacing and intense rather than as a means of rescue. So, I'm guessing in their lore, sometimes they're good guys, sometimes they're bad guys.
We'll look
visually,
into that later.
Yeah, we're gonna get into it. Visually, it features intense choreography, dark lighting, and scenes of the members in a more chaotic and unrestrained state, sometimes in a medical or experimental setting, reflecting their struggle with eventual embrace of their predatory instincts.
Girl.
Their first video to surpass 300 million views. It was the most viewed video globally and in the US in June 2016 when it came out. Topped the Billboard charts, won 9 times on music shows. It's the most awarded song by a boy group in 2016. So they swept 2016 when this came out.
Yeah, and no wonder. Girl.
So that, Monster by EXO versus Thunderous by Stray Kids, which is their second highest, 427 million. August 23rd, 2021. The concept of Thunderous combines traditional Korean culture and modern styles with members dressed in a mixture of contemporary clothes and traditional hanbok. The music video is a goblin and black and red concept that uses elements from Korean traditional culture, like the lion mask and some of the other, like, iconic stuff that was in the video, blended with modern K-pop aesthetics and post-production effects like animation and CGI. The concept reflects the song's theme of powerfully embracing criticism and negativity, representing it as a thunderous statement against hate.
Hell yeah.
No real records for this, except that it's their second top viewed one.
Okay, this was an insanely hard bracket for me. Okay?
This was my first EXO video.
This is my first EXO. Like, I watched Kai, of course, and Chenyul, but this was my first EXO music video. And my note is here. First EXO MV. I've watched it, and wow, I get it. Like, I get it now. I'm pretty sure I turned it on, and mouth gaping. Like, I was like, what am I watching? This is actually insane. What are these visuals I'm seeing? The dance was great. They also were very tight formation, like their dance, kind of like 17, where they did an X formation again. Loved it. Love to see it. There's also a section where Chenyul and Seon are rapping in the back of a car. They look fucking insane. And there's a part where Seon has his feet up on a table, looking like he's just owning everything. Baekhyun has a lip chain. They're all bad boys. They all look beat up. My man is in the center, looking great in the center. Crazy.
Yeah.
So, I'll break it down. Well, I'll go to Thunderous. What can I say about Thunderous? I can't be unbiased. Bang Chan, it looked the best he's ever looked, pretty much, in Thunderous. He's got his orange hair. They have the red, the sweatsuit look, which is iconic. And like you touched on, I love when they tie in ancient
that, like, traditional look.
The traditional stuff, the traditional looks. They have the ancient set, or it's not ancient set, but you know, it's supposed to look ancient. Iconic song, iconic dance. You know exactly what you're doing when you do the spit,
aggressive spitting.
spit down, like it's iconic. So like, I got both these. So I'll break it down. Okay, back to Monster. 9 out of 10 song. I have 9 out of 10 visuals, but that really should be a 10 out of 10 visuals.
Let's be real.
Yeah, I'll actually up that. It still doesn't change the end result, but 10 out of 10 visuals, 9 out of 10 concept, 8 out of 10 dance. So it's a 36 out of 40. Okay. Thunderous. I mean, you know me. 10 out of 10 song, 10 out of 10 visuals, 10 out of 10 dance, 7 out of 10 concept. The concept was a little, but they have really really cool animation that I can't not. Like, we have an undercut Felix, we have orange hair Bang Chan, we have ponytail Hyunjin. What am I supposed to do here? 37 out of 40.
So just barely.
Barely, yeah. It was very hard. It was very hard, though. If it was any other bracket, Monster would have gone for me. Like, pretty sure.
I chose Monster.
I knew it! I knew it. When you were talking,
that was the first EXO video, and like I think I was the same. I was like jaw like on the floor. I was like, this is EXO. Like, what are we talking about? Like the lip chain. First of all, crazy.
Like it was like a thick lip chain.
Yeah, and it like was like lip to like back of the ear, like crazy. I love the beat up look. I love a beat up guy. Bloody beat up guy. The dance break I loved. Again, it's very like 17-esque, or I guess 17 is very EXO-esque or EXO-esque. In that it's like so tight and like so good. I wrote Kai's hair looked great.
Yeah.
And then I also wrote fire rap break because I loved that part too.
Girl, that was insane.
Yeah, and I was like, I've never even heard this song before, so I was like. It went onto my list like right away, so I was like, "This is what are we talking about? This is crazy."
So I did have this song. This song is in my EXO rotation, so I did know the song, but I was again, it was so close for me.
Yeah.
But like you said, if it was up against any other song, it probably would have gone on for me.
So yeah, for like Thunderous, I'm like Thunderous is like peak Hyunjin bias era to me, like the black hair with the ponytail, so like iconic. And then I like the animation that's in the video, and obviously the dances are classic. I wrote so much leather pants.
Yeah.
Orange haired Chan is a rare treat.
Exactly.
But one of like the negative to me was Felix's hair, because he has that like black and white hair. I don't like that. I feel like it looks like a wig to me, and it makes his head look really weird. So I was like, basically that's like what that was what it came down to. I was like, it's not the best Felix look, so the video's cut.
I mean, fair. It was so tight though. It was so. But again, Big Chen sent me over the edge. This is also where he looks insane. I don't know if it probably wasn't his first. I think his first app reveal was like in debut era.
Probably.
Probably that. But he was like fully, and he had like a
he has like the bandage kind of thing. Yeah. I know. I think that EXO or why do I keep saying EXO? I think that EXO just won me over because I was so shocked by it. And I was like, this is like absolutely insane. Like I can't cut this out. Like I'm sorry.
No, like again, so close. I'm glad it's still going on in your bracket. Basically, I couldn't say no to Thunderous, but holy moly, I was blown away.
I know, it was crazy.
It was insane.
And that was, I think, I felt like when we were going through it, we both individually messaged, like, this is crazy. I bet it was for that exact same one. It was. Because I definitely got through, like, part of my list before I was like, this is really hard.
I messaged you. I think it was like last weekend. I think all I messaged you was EXO was hot.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
oh,
why
yeah.
I knew. I was like, yeah, I think we might be on a similar track here.
It was close.
At least
Very
in our
close.
thoughts.
Yeah. It was so close. 1 point difference.
Okay, so the next round was Lucifer by SHINee, which is their second highest video, 145 million, July 20th, 2010. Lucifer presents a dark and intense urban electronica concept that marked a mature shift in the group's image. The core idea of the music video is to visually represent the song's lyrics, which compare a manipulative, two-faced lover to the devil. The Lucifer figure is supposed to be a reference to your toxic lover. The music video creates a cold, confined, and chaotic aesthetic to reflect the song's theme of a toxic relationship. Much of the video takes place in a minimalist black and white room, emphasizing the feeling of being trapped. Futuristic metallic sets with the members locked in steel cages, symbolizing the feeling of being held captive. Intense choreography, highly technical and isolated movements.
Yeah.
And then it has rebellious symbolism like graffiti on the walls, cyberpunk-inspired hairstyles, most notably Taemin's long flowing hair, as an edgier, rebellious visual concept. It was a commercial success again, peaked at number 2 on digital charts, and over 1 million downloads in the year 2010 when it came out. So Lucifer by SHINee versus Super by 17, which is their second highest video, 276 million, April 24th, 2023. The concept revolves around the character Sun Wukong, aka Son Goku, from Journey to the West and Dragon Ball. Did not know that.
No.
With 17 acting as his clones. The video features the members along with numerous dancers moving in unison as a cohesive mega crew to demonstrate teamwork, with a single member ultimately revealed as the singular real Sun Wukong. The concept also incorporates various powerful figures and superheroes, with each member potentially reminding viewers of a different character.
Okay, that is not at all.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna just tell you right now, did not get that concept at all. If you watch the video with lyrics, though, they do sing something about Goku. I was like, oh, okay. I guess it's about Goku. Their fastest video to 200. It holds the record for 17's most viewed video in 24 hours, which has recently been broken by Thunder. Super Platinum certification from the RIAJ, which is a Japanese recording association. Yeah.
I mean, I know
I read the concept first and I was like, oh, this is interesting. And then I watched the video and I was like,
oh, that might taint it. Because I went in, I obviously didn't read the concept and we'll get into it. So for Lucifer, I think you're right. I think when you read your concept, I think this is the one where...
Oh, yeah. I literally wrote a note, keys bleached, side shave.
Yeah. Okay. Insane look. This is also... all I have is backlist leather top for Jonghyun. Insane.
Yeah, I wrote, I hate Jonghyun's black vest.
I'm like,
it was horrible. Like, what are we talking about?
I only say iconic because I'm like, that is a choice. That is a look.
Yeah, that was a choice.
This whole video, though, is still it's iconic to this day. Like they said, the dance kind of might look whack now, but it is quite an intricate dance. Like you said that it broke it down. So for me, 10 out of 10 song. Lucifer's a great song. Okay? Forever. 6 out of 10 visuals, again, does not hold up.
Tough.
They're great looking, all of them, but that's hard.
Yeah.
Again, 6 out of 10 concept, only because, again, these older videos, there's not really anything happening outside of the dance, which is great. 8 out of 10 dance, iconic dance. So overall, it was a 30 out of 40. Okay?
Respectable.
Yeah, I mean, for what it was, Now, for 17, all I wrote is aura. This music video has aura. Okay, like there's nothing else to say about it in that. And I wrote long-haired scoops, LOL. And then I wrote my fucking man because he starts out in center position. Absolutely, yes. In like a shirtless or a sleeveless white. Okay.
Yeah.
10 out of 10 song. It's an amazing song. Okay. 9 out of 10 visuals. Only,
always room for improvement.
Yeah. 8 out of 10 concept. Again, I didn't get that type of the concept, but I loved this grand aura scheme of like, so many dancers, and again, so in unison. 10 out of 10 dance I wrote too.
Yeah.
And I think at one point they cut, and I feel like anyway. I feel like if I recall, there's a lot of longer takes too, so a lot of really tight choreography, but then they cut to like a different look, because they had, me in pants that are double pants, but it looked okay.
Well, yeah. Thank you.
I didn't hate this one, but
yeah.
Then so there's like a first look that's kind of like really shredded jeans on a lot of them, and a lot of these guys I feel like were sleeveless. Okay. But then we cut to like more like a traditional look, where it again looked stunning. So 37 out of 40. It's yeah. So it's super for me. Okay.
I also went super, because to me, there's a charm to Ring Ding Dong's old visuals. There's no charm to Lucifer's visuals, in my opinion. Like, he just looks insane, and I hate Jonghyun's vest. It's horrible. And I was like, I even wrote, like, it's amazing that I pulled Mino as a bias, because he looks crazy in this video. Like, his hair, he has, like, a blunt, like, hair thing. I was like, it's not great. The song's a banger, of course. Yeah. And I do love Taemin's long hair. I like that look.
And the other thing with this too, and their looks, they're like weird, like.
Well, I guess it's supposed to be that like cyberpunk future, like whatever that concept they were going for. Like, sure, it does look like that, but like it's not great.
And like. Oh yeah, Key's hair. Oh, he's
the only appeal to me visually that it had was I did like Taemin's long hair, but. It's not for everyone. That's fine.
No. Mino's looking rough. The chopped, and
like at least with Ring Ding Dong, he had like a beautiful mane. Yes, I was like, I can get behind that.
Oh my god! And I forgot with Key, it wasn't even both sides. It was just one side they chopped off on Key.
Yeah, it was.
It's just one, and then they this is raw. Yeah.
And his eye makeup is very like drastic as well. Like it just looks so strange.
Yeah, and Jonghyun's hair is okay, but it's like that classic, like, super, like, spiky, kind of, like, puffy.
But the vest.
I
know. I can't with the vest.
It's absolutely.
So I couldn't really give it much, to be honest. Aside from it being a great song, I was like, it's tough to get behind. But 17, long hair Jonghyun, long black hair. Mm-hmm. And he had a bun halfway through, half man bun, which I was like, thank you. And then the dance, like, it's just the dance alone for that video, how in sync everything was. I was like, that alone.
And maybe there was some post involved with like adding extra rows, but I think there's a large amount of actual people in that room too.
I'm sure I've heard them talk about it at some point too, where they talked about having like a lot of dancers for the video. So like I think a lot of those people are there. Yeah. Not all of them though. I do think some of it's duplicated. But at least like a chunk of them are there.
Let's say in the back there was 4 rows. At least 2 of those rows were real people. And the song is insane. Like this song is probably if someone comes to me and says I want to listen to 17, give this this song to them as one of the.
Yeah, the only thing I'll say is, like, I didn't get the concept, but sure. And, like, there's a specific part where it was, like, it ends with one guy who's supposed to be Goku. But I was like, it doesn't end like that. They're all there. So, like, I don't know what that means. Like, there was one guy standing, I guess, and, like, the group's like, around him. So, but it's Vernon. So what? Vernon's Goku? Like, like, what? Why? I don't understand. So I didn't get the concept, but like the dance, based on dance syncing alone, it's a winner for me, and I think that it's a peak Jonghyun look.
I mean, yes.
So we agree. Super moved on.
Yes. God, this is.
So the next round, we are getting our Oneus. So Same Scent Oneus is their first highest viewed video, 36 million.
Which is
in
criminal.
comparison to these other numbers is like kind of
it's
tragic,
criminal.
but underrated kings. This video was September 5th, 2020 or 2022. The concept of Same Scent is about a man who cannot forget the lingering scent of a past lover, focusing on longing and sensual choreography in visually artistic and simple sets. Music video features sleek close-up shots, often with members in burgundy and black suits, performing a refined, mature choreography that includes a memorable scene of them dancing in shallow water.
You know I made note of this.
It secured them their first ever music show trophy for Same Scent.
This is where I know this was rigged, because you put this, I know it's random, but you put this against Bouncy.
So I went up against Bouncy by Ateez, which is their top highest watched music video, 149 million, June 16th, 2023. The concept of Bouncy centers around Ateez members as different outlaw archetypes involved in a heist for Chili Peppers, inspired by a cowboy aesthetic mixed with future elements. Members are paired into duos with a distinct role. Hongjun and Mingi are cowboys, Yuno and Jungho are mechanics, Songhwa and Yaosang are bikers, and San and Wooyoung are boxers. The overall narrative links to the group's previous guerrilla concept, portraying the heist as an act of rebellion and a way to bring excitement and emotion back to a dystopian world. Their fastest video to reach 100 million views, which it hit within 3 months, and it secured them 5 music show trophies during its promotional period.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a great video. It is.
It is.
I really hate that these two were against each other, okay? So, I'll start with Same Scent. Again, we'll say it again. Criminal that it's only 36 million versus all these other ones. If this song was in another bracket, it could have easily gone on. It didn't. Bouncy went on, okay? But I just, my heart and soul want this one so bad to go on, but I can't be, gotta be true, okay? But so my notes were basic. My note here is water dance with the dogs out. They've had bare feet too, girl. Water dance. They were so. They all look so good. The set pieces.
The burgundy suits.
Girl, and they had the black suits with like jewels all over them, and I was like, pretty much like, golly. And they're like dripping wet, like water. No, but like water's like dripping over top. I'm like, what are we doing? And at one point, your man is like thrashing up in the water. Okay, girl, I'm mad because I couldn't truly. 10 out of 10 song, 10 out of 10 visuals, 8 out of 10 concept, 7 out of 10 dance. Not the best dance, but the dance break. Water is. So 35 out of 40, and they lost with that. Mad, because Bouncy is iconic. The concept is actually great. I think it has cohesive throughout it. I get it. Like, even if you don't understand anything about Ateez, you get it. Like, there's these people that are trying to like scam or like, whatever. 10 out of 10 song, 10 out of 10 visuals. They all look insane in this music video, okay? Every single one of them. 9 out of 10 concept, 10 out of 10 dance. It's a 39 out of 40 for me so far. Girl.
I chose Same Scent.
Yes.
So
yes.
when I put this whole list together,
Perfect.
I thought my number one song would be Bouncy. Like, I was like, this is not even a competition. It's gonna be Bouncy, my favorite video. And it was out in the first round.
I'm so proud of you. Thank you so much.
But it's basically like kind of what you said. Like, they're both like incredible, and I basically just had to like close my eyes and go like what a gut instinct and pick one, because I was like, I didn't do math. I should have probably done math, because I just was like, I don't know. Same Scent, and I'm moving on.
if I was going on pure, like, if I didn't break it down, I probably would have gone Same Scent. It's just, for me, at this point, I was going through all this. Bouncy had the most clear arc to me in a music video, so I had to give it credit there. And oh yeah, I wrote classic Wu-Sang. It's a classic Wu-Sang bit. Like like Wuang and San are so cute together, and Cowboy HJ's okay. Like Minky was actually insane in that video.
I know. That's why I was like, I was just like, I don't know. I have to just say something because like the water dancing for Oneus I liked, and I actually thought that same set had a very clear, like the concept was very clear to me. Like it was clearly a like lost love kind of. There was that vibe was there, so I was like, and like out of some of these other videos with these concepts I was reading, I was like, what am I watching? Like that's not it. So this one was like, I was like, this is the concept. I got it.
No, yeah, totally.
And then yeah, like Ateez Bouncy is like my favorite song and by far my favorite K-pop dance, like hands. If we were ranking K-pop dances, it would be number one dance for sure. Yeah. It's like my favorite dance. Wooyoung looks like a rich bitch. That's what I wrote.
Yes, he does.
I do love his like boxer coach thing.
Yeah.
Obviously, Cowboy Hongjoon is like what got me in the first place. Mingy's gunfight, I wrote so hot of him.
Exactly.
I was like, even though it didn't make the cut, always and forever a banger.
Yes. Yeah.
Like, I was like, getting really kind of pissed around this time too, because I was like, what are we talking about?
I know, this second side of the bracket made me mad only because, like I don't want to choose. Yeah. Like, we have to choose between Monster and Thunderous, and I'm okay, and then, well, Lucifer Super was a little obvious, but Bouncy, and then even the next one was very hard. That will kind of come up.
I feel like the Oneus bracket was like really difficult.
So difficult, but again, same set up against maybe another video, it would have been easy for me. And what I love about this is about 17, but I think Oneus did it too. They switch the center often, which I always love when bands switch center. But
well, we're on opposite sides for that one.
Well, I'm glad. I hope. Yeah. Okay.
So the last preliminary round was Luna by Oneus, which is their second highest video. 34 million views, November 9th, 2021.
Criminal.
The Luna concept is a blend of traditional Korean aesthetics and a mystical, artful story that reflects the song's theme of longing and a fragmented, liminal existence. The video features traditional Korean-style sets, costumes, and props like fans with members dancing in a lunar setting to create a poetic and visually stunning performance. The music's nostalgic yet upbeat tempo combined with visuals evokes a sense of both beauty and bittersweet yearning or frustration. It secured their first ever music video show win, apparently. It said SameScent secured their first ever music trophy for SameScent on SBSM program The Show. But then this also says it secured their first ever music show win. So, but like SameScent came out first. So, no, this song came out first. This song came out first.
Yeah.
So like whatever. I don't know. They both won awards.
Great.
The song was a turning point in their career, I guess. The members successfully convinced their agency to make it the title track after giving a PowerPoint presentation.
I love that.
So Luna from Oneus versus Love Shot from EXO. Their highest watched video, 652 million, December 13th, 2018. Love Shot uses a mix of sensual imagery, danger motifs, and an ambiguous narrative to explore themes of temptation, surrender, and the addictive pain of love. The song's message isn't a single literal story, but a mood-driven metaphor that combines romantic obsession with the risk of being consumed. First to hit 600 million, and that was surprisingly, there's no really record things for that song for them. Even though it's like their top song.
Yeah, I could, like Monster's more of a banger of a song, I think, than Love Shot. Love Shot? I was like, what? I mean,
yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay, so Luna, we have Xion with long hair extension, gorgeous. We love a prop dance, okay? I'm obsessed with their fan prop dance break. Their dance break was so sick. they have the dance, and then they were running in the circle. I think, was there water again in this? I can't remember. Maybe not water, but they were.
No, I don't think so. It was more just
No,
like
yeah.
like they're dancing like under the moon.
This gorgeous
vibe.
set, like, and they had the old school clothes, and even the song style I think had some more traditional Korean instruments involved. 10 out of 10 song, 10 out of 10 visuals, 9 out of 10 concept, 9 out of 10 dance. Sorry, yeah, because again with the concept, like when you were reading it out, I'm like, yeah, I got the concept immediately from watching this. Like they're traveling through time to try to like find their love again type thing. Gorgeous. What are you talking about this dance break? Love Shot. I love the flower aesthetic. They had that really cool like flower car thing. And I think they were all in these like wild ass color suits. And again, 10 out of 10 visuals. I'll just say that right off the top. And they have the cool like gun, like water, like gun thing. Because I can't really have guns, I guess. But like, but you know, it's not my favorite EXO song, but it's 8 out of 10 song, 10 out of 10 visuals, 8 out of 10 concept, 8 out of 10 dance. So it's 34 out of 40. So for me, it is Luna that for this one.
I liked Same Scent more than I liked Luna, so
Okay.
I went Love Shot.
Girl.
Well, for Oneus, I like the dancing was really great. There was like a full dance break sequence that was like outside of the song. They put a lot of effort into set, which I liked, and the Korean like clothing that they were wearing was very great. I wasn't really big on the long hair. I didn't think it looked that good. But,
No.
Yeah, but like for Love Shot, I was like great dance. As I loved it, like.
Oh yeah, that's true.
The gun dance.
Kind of an iconic. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Shumin and Kai were looking fine as fuck.
Girl, Shumin. Okay, I didn't write it down, but when I wrote colored suits, my head went to Shumin. I don't know what. Obviously,
crazy.
I did also write my man in center again, looking amazing. Okay, so
He had great hair in that video also.
Mm-hmm.
And also I can see why people like why Dio is so heavily biased for EXO. I was like, I don't know, looking pretty good. But again, like I think I've heard the song like once before. Definitely never seen the video, and like the whole visual aesthetic of it just kind of like I blacked out again. I was like, it's Love Shot.
Yeah, I get it though. I get it. Okay, so we both
We have a variety going here.
We do, and I like that we have one us separately.
Yeah, there's still a chance. But I'll lead you up to my top two. I'll give you.
You'll lead me up to your top two. Okay.
Yeah, and then
lead me.
And then you can lead me up to your top two, and then we'll reveal.
Okay.
So basically, for the next round, I had DNA versus Crown.
Right.
And it came down to a cuteness factor.
Oh my god.
So neither video was like my favorite song by them or my favorite video, but TXT's cuteness swayed me. So for that one, I chose Crown.
Shocking. That is shocking.
I know. So all my BTS is gone. And then I had Wonderland versus Ring Ding Dong, and this came down to visuals. Honestly, Ateez is drop dead stunning in this video.
Yeah.
SHINee has the old-fashioned curse, so despite loving them both equally, Wonderland moves on. Then I had Super versus Monster, and this one came down to song preference for me, because visually they're both very great videos, but I'm more of a 17 fan right now, so that song and the fact, like the insane choreography of it, that kind of won out over EXO.
Okay.
So I'm got Super for that one.
That's a cool That's a cool matchup. A Monster versus Super. Wolf.
And then Same Scent versus Love Shot. This one kind of came down to production, which isn't really Oneus's fault, but it's a little bit undeniable to me. Like the production value of Love Shot was a little bit more like crisp and like clean and visually, like, not to undercut my man, but like visually EXO is insane. So I will say the water dancing on Oneus was still peak, but production wise it kind of came down to Love Shot. So Love Shot won that one. which left me with Crown versus Wonderland.
Okay.
Which I said, this is cuteness overload versus raw visuals. And ultimately, I stuck with Wonderland.
Okay.
Because the visuals,
I was like, girl, if I will walk out if
no, it actually came down to my least favorite visual from each. So in Crown, I found SHINee Kai's. He would look at the camera a lot in this like very weird yearning way, and it was like really throw me off. And I was like, no. And also he's like 15 years old, so I was like, yucky. That one's icky. But that versus Hongjun's hair in Wonderland, I don't love his hair in that video, so I was like, they came down to what my least favorite visual, my favorite least favorite visual. So ultimately, Wonderland is one of my last two songs.
Okay.
And then the other one was Super versus Love Shot.
Damn.
Super is a great example of 17's pure choreo expertise, but it lacks a little in variety compared to Love Shot. With Love Shot, you get the choreo, but you also get different outfits, different sets, and there's not really a story to either of them per se.
Yeah.
So ultimately, I chose Love Shot.
Oh,
So my top two songs are Ateez Wonderland versus EXO Love Shot.
Damn. All right. So, okay. So we go from I had God's Menu versus Don't Want to Cry from 17. So that went to God's Menu. I don't really think I need to break that one down. That was pretty obvious why.
Yeah, that one seems like a no-brainer.
Yeah. And then I had Wonderland versus Ring Ding Dong.
Right.
It's obviously Wonderland, okay? Like, again, iconic. Same thing as you, iconic, but, like, we can't really compare the two in modern day, so. Then I had, on the other side, I had Thunderous and Super, which was, okay, so by numbers-wise, these were tied numbers, so I had to go, kind of like what you said, I had to just go, like, fucking, I had to go vibes, and I think you already kind of know based on, it's hard to go against an alt, so I went with Thunderous. He looks way too crazy for me in that video, but Wano looks so good and Super as well. And again, like you said, there's quite more of like a variety aspect to Thunderous as well, and I'm like a sucker for that old school, like the traditional look, as it were. So Thunderous. And then I had Bouncy versus Luna. So this is where I was having an internal crisis, okay? Because by math, it would be Bouncy. But I could not deny Luna, and I was so blown away in my mind with their dance break, and I really liked the old school aesthetic and the concept. So I went with Luna. I took out Bouncy. That was so tough though, because I went against the math too. If it was math based, it would have been Bouncy, but I just couldn't.
The vibes matter too. Preference
matters too. And I was so stuck on Luna. Yeah. So that's where it went. So now I am at God's Menu versus Wonderland, which again, if I'm going by math, they were tied. And then I'll just break out. So it was and then it was Thunderous versus Luna. So I went again, God's Menu versus Wonderland. I couldn't deny what Wonderland meant to me, so it did go to Wonderland with that. Wonderland, again, God's Menu, great. Like you said, there's some. Also, God's Menu has like an iconic Bang Chan face chain, which we never talked about. But yeah, there's way more iconic nature in Wonderland. The dance is way more solid to me. That I love the dance of God's Menu, but the Wonderland's insane, and I can't not go with Wonderland. So that's where that went. And the last bracket was Thunderous versus Luna. And it was Thunderous, okay? Just those. So I got that. So yeah, it lost out. But it was two like historical themes there going up against each other. Well, with Thunderous, so
your top two are Wonderland versus Thunderous, and mine is Wonderland versus Love Shot.
Yeah.
So I will say, I guess you stuck way more on the track, like a more not obvious,
no,
but like
yeah.
Like Stray Kids made it very far, which is like that makes sense.
Yeah.
I was a bit surprised by mine. I didn't think I would like EXO that much.
I didn't think okay, when we were originally chatting, I thought EXO, like, when you were like, I'm surprised. So I thought EXO, like, Monster. Like, I thought it went up by one, but I was not expecting your EXO to go all the way
It's
to
in
the
the
final.
top two.
No, I was not. That's very
I was, like, thinking BTS would go further, but then when you really watch those videos, I'm like, those are not my favorite ones.
No, that's, again, so shocking with some of the, even TXT and, yeah, like, some of these music videos, I'm very surprised are their top videos, too. Like, when I think of BTS, I think, like, Blood, Sweat, and Tears. I think, well, it's like, I think of Run BTS choreo video. But, some more like that, and TXT, I would not, I mean, we're newer to TXT as well, but I mean,
The Crown did go pretty far for me, which
True.
also surprised me a bit, but...
That's true, that was nuts.
I really, when I set out to do this, I thought Bouncy would be, like, I thought it would win, because I was like, that's, like, my song, that's, like, my jam.
No,
and I was like, no, it's not even a contender.
So, are we gonna reveal if we match or not?
We either match...
Or we
yeah,
don't.
We
either match or we don't!
I'll guess for you. And you guess for me.
What, you chose Wonderland.
You chose Wonderland?
I chose Thunderous.
I chose Love Shot.
No way! That's awesome! The only reason I chose Wonderland was because of what you said earlier in this episode, where you're like, I think we have the same top songs, but you probably meant like top two songs.
I did think that EXO would go further for you.
Okay, yeah.
Because, like, you also were like, yeah, they're so hot, so I was like, okay.
Well, again, I'm saying it went up against if it wasn't Thunderous, I bet you Monster would have gotten really far for me. It was just the fact that it was Thunderous, and that bang chime for me is insane, and they all look insane, and I like the old school, and that dance for me is badass cool. Like, anyway, so, but yeah, I didn't love Love Shot as much as you did, but Monster was criminally, like, I can't watch
I think
that.
I ended up with Love Shot because it honestly kind of similar to Super. Like, Wonderland is, like, there's not a ton of variety in that video either. It is also sort of like a performance video as well. And, like, there just was, like, a little bit more, like, again, production value, which is, like, not really the group's fault. It's, like, EXO's SM and they have a ton of money, so, like, sure. Not really their fault, but also just the complete, like, shock of what I was witnessing really, like, changed it. And I think that this might be the best Kai look that has ever existed. Like, the specifically when he's wearing the red suit, he doesn't, like, it's, like, no shirt underneath and, like, vest and it's red. I was like, that is, like, the craziest look I've ever seen.
That's no shirt.
So there was a certain chokehold element to that song where I was like, it's kind of, it's a little crazy.
My man in center, he knows how to stew the center, okay? So I was very surprised by EXO. I was surprised how little I liked TXT's music videos. I was surprised by these two being the BTS top music videos. Like, the songs are okay, but the music video. I mean, Dynamite has, like, an iconic meaning behind it too, like and it's very cute. I can't help but smile in that music video, but
I mean, it was a perfect timing too, probably.
Yeah.
Like, really beginning of pandemic and, like, the most upbeat song. People were probably definitely blasting that, like, crazy.
And the other biggest thing, which I knew, but Oneus is criminally underrated. Everyone, I mean, I cannot. those two music videos, those, let's put it this way, those two music videos with the low view matched at least the energy of all these other ones. Like, I would honestly think they're better. I would choose Oneus over the TXT ones personally. Like, if they were in the back, I would no problem. So, can we all watch Oneus, please? Watch, listen, do it. But that Wonderland, I remember that though. That one is deep in my heart for like back in the beginning of all of this.
I feel like whenever it comes on, it's kind of like a sleeper song to me. So it comes on and I'm like, oh yeah, like this song's so good. And like watching the music video, I was like, I can't believe I forgot about this music video.
I love it.
Well, top songs are Love Shot by EXO and Thunderous by Stray Kids. And then third place is Wonderland by Ateez.
Yeah.
But we at least agree on Wonderland.
Yes, we do. Yeah, I don't... Yeah, we'll definitely post this bracket if you ever want to, like, play it yourself.
Yeah, well, it should be up on our Instagram. You can play along. Hopefully you did play along.
And, yeah, watch these music videos.
I mean, yeah, well, if you want a special little visual treat, watch these videos.
But, I guess that's it, guys.
Happy New Year.
And as always, we'll catch you on the flip.
Bye.